Have you ever noticed more hair in your brush lately, or found strands scattered on your pillow each morning and wondered if this is just what happens after 60? Here's something most people never realize. Sudden or severe hair loss after 60 is not always just aging. It can be an early sign of something happening inside your body that you shouldn't ignore. In fact, studies show that more than half of people over 60 notice significant thinning, but the true causes are almost never what they think. Sometimes the very thing you're blaming, like old age or family genes, is only part of the story. And here's the shocking part. A few hidden culprits can actually be reversed, managed, or even prevented, but only if you spot them early. So, if you want to know what's really behind your hair loss and what actually works, stay with me until the end, because I'm going to share the most important tip, the one hardly any doctor will tell you at your regular appointment. Let's be honest, losing your hair can feel embarrassing, frustrating, and even frightening, especially when it starts to happen quickly. Maybe you've heard that there's nothing you can do, or maybe someone told you, it's just your age, live with it. But that's simply not true. In reality, there are real reasons, sometimes hidden, sometimes obvious. And the sooner you understand them, the more power you have to slow, stop, or even sometimes reverse the process. I want you to know there is real hope. Your hair is not just about looks. It's a sign of your body's overall health. And no, it's not too late to make a difference. Before we dive in, let me ask, how old were you when you first noticed your hair thinning? Drop your answer in the comments. I read every single one, and your story might help someone else feel less alone. Or just type me if you've ever felt anxious about hair loss. I want to hear from you. Are you worried it might get worse? Are you hoping for real answers, not just another shampoo ad? Let's get started together. The first thing I want you to know is that the number one reason for hair loss after 60 is actually not just genetics. While family history does play a role, what happens inside your body as you age, especially with your hormones, your nutrition, your stress levels, and even your medications, matters even more. Picture this. Your scalp is like a garden. If the soil isn't right, even the best seeds won't grow. As we get older, our bodies go through enormous changes. For women, menopause is a turning point. The levels of estrogen and progesterone start to fall, which means the hair growing phase becomes shorter and weaker. For men, lower testosterone and higher levels of DHT, a breakdown product of testosterone, start to shrink the hair follicles over time. The result? Thinner hair, especially on top and at the crown, or in patches that seem to spread overnight. But here's the good news. Even when hormones are shifting, you can still protect your scalp by giving your body the right building blocks. Another silent culprit is chronic stress. You might think stress only makes your heart race or your blood pressure rise, but it's also one of the most common triggers for sudden hair loss, especially after a major life event, retirement, the loss of a loved one, or even a long illness. Here's the science. When you're under stress, your body floods your system with stress hormones like cortisol, which can shock the hair follicles and push them out of the growth phase. This is called telogen effluvium. It usually shows up 2 to 3 months after the stressful event, which is why many people miss the connection. If you notice clumps of hair falling out in the shower or on your pillow, think back. Has anything big happened in your life lately? The fix isn't instant, but simple steps like daily walks, meditation, or even just regular phone calls with friends can gently dial down your stress response and help your hair recover. One of my patients, a widower in his late 60s, saw dramatic improvement after making time for a morning walk and a cup of tea with his neighbor each day. Next, let's talk about nutrition. Because your hair is made of protein, and without enough of the right building blocks, your body simply can't make healthy, strong hair. Many people over 60 don't realize that a slow decrease in appetite, changes in taste, or even poor digestion can lead to low protein, iron, zinc, and vitamin D. In fact, research shows that low iron is one of the most overlooked causes of hair thinning in older adults, and yes, even men can become low on iron as they age. Symptoms can include feeling tired, pale skin, brittle nails, and of course, shedding hair. If you notice these signs, ask your doctor about a simple blood test. To help your hair, try to add a serving of lean protein at every meal: eggs, fish, beans, or even Greek yogurt. For iron, a handful of pumpkin seeds or a small serving of spinach with a splash of lemon juice helps your body absorb more. A daily multivitamin with zinc and vitamin D can also fill the gaps, but don't overdo it. More is not always better. Medications are another hidden factor that's often missed. Did you know that some of the most common prescriptions for high blood pressure, cholesterol, arthritis, depression, and even heart rhythm can lead to hair thinning or loss? Beta blockers, statins, antidepressants, and even some arthritis drugs can change the normal growth cycle of your hair. The good news, most of these effects are reversible if you and your doctor find an alternative or adjust the dose. Never stop your medication without medical advice, but if you notice a change in your hair after starting something new, speak up. You deserve to feel your best. Underlying health conditions are a major but silent cause. Thyroid disease, especially low thyroid, hypothyroidism, is a classic example. It often comes on slowly with vague symptoms like weight gain, dry skin, feeling cold, or low mood. And yes, hair that becomes dry, brittle, or starts to fall out in handfuls. Diabetes, autoimmune diseases, and even anemia can do the same. If you have other unexplained symptoms, ask your doctor for a full checkup, including thyroid and blood sugar levels. Catching these early can not only help your hair, but protect your heart, brain, and more. One habit that makes things worse, but is easy to fix, is rough treatment of your hair and scalp. After 60, the scalp becomes thinner and more delicate. Hot showers, harsh shampoos, tight ponytails, or hats, even using a brush with plastic bristles, can all irritate the skin and pull out more hair than you realize. Here's a small lifestyle hack. Use lukewarm water, choose a gentle shampoo without sulfates, and switch to a wide-tooth comb or soft brush. Let your hair air dry when possible, and avoid styles that pull. One of my favorite tips, massage your scalp gently for 1 minute every night. It increases blood flow and can actually help stimulate tiny new hairs over time. Sun damage is another often ignored factor. Just as too much sun ages your skin, it can also dry and thin the delicate skin of your scalp, leading to hair breakage and slow regrowth. If you're outside often, walking, gardening, or just enjoying the fresh air, wear a lightweight hat or scarf. Even sitting in the shade or choosing early morning or late afternoon for your activities can protect your scalp and help preserve your hair's strength. Let's not forget about chronic inflammation, which is becoming a hot topic in medical research. Inflammation is like a slow, invisible fire in the body, and it can be triggered by poor diet, lack of movement, untreated infections, or even gum disease. When inflammation becomes chronic, it disrupts the natural cycle of hair growth and can even cause scarring on the scalp, making hair loss permanent if not addressed. If you want to reduce inflammation, focus on a diet rich in colorful fruits and vegetables, healthy fats like olive oil and avocados, and stay hydrated. Something as simple as adding a serving of berries or leafy greens to your meals each day can begin to make a difference. One thing that surprises many people, overuse of hair solutions can sometimes make the problem worse, not better. Sprays, gels, dyes, and especially heat treatments like blow dryers and straighteners strip away natural oils and break down the hair shaft, making each strand weaker over time. If you love styling your hair, use a heat protectant spray and limit heat to once or twice a week. Try natural, gentle products, and remember that sometimes less is more. And here's a tip that very few doctors talk about. Your sleep habits have a huge impact on hair growth. During sleep, your body repairs and rebuilds, including your hair follicles. Poor sleep or sleep apnea, which is much more common after 60, can starve your scalp of oxygen and nutrients, slowing regrowth and making shedding worse. If you snore, wake up feeling tired, or need naps during the day, it's worth talking to your doctor about sleep quality. Even simple changes, like keeping a regular bedtime, limiting screens at night, and using blackout curtains, can make a difference not just for your hair, but your overall health. Now, if you're wondering if any of this is really worth the effort, let me reassure you. Your hair is a living part of your body, and it responds to care, even after 60. Even small changes done regularly can slow down thinning, help you regrow some strength and shine, and most importantly, make you feel more confident each time you look in the mirror. Let's recap the key points. Hair loss after 60 is common, but it's not just about age or bad luck. Hormones, nutrition, stress, medical conditions, medications, how you care for your hair, sun damage, chronic inflammation, and even sleep all play a role. Most of these can be managed, improved, or even reversed if you take action early. The biggest mistake is thinking nothing will help, or that you just have to accept it. Your body can heal. It just needs the right support. Remember, you are not alone. Millions are going through this, but those who act, who ask questions, and make small daily changes are the ones who see real results. Even a single step, like adding a protein-rich snack, switching to a gentle shampoo, or starting a nightly scalp massage, can add up over time. If you found these tips helpful, make sure to like this video, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss an update. Share this video with someone you care about who's struggling with hair loss. You might change their life. And tell me in the comments, which tips surprised you the most? What have you tried that worked or didn't work for your hair? Or what topic would you like to see next? I read every comment, and your questions inspire the next videos. Remember, you deserve to feel confident in your own skin and your hair. Take care of yourself, and see you next time.